Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
the mail opening Brad.
yeah, and the critters, of course. It is a very cool day, a very cold day at January 15th, 2022. And let's see, it's 38 degrees, which I know for a lot of people it's like that's pretty warm, but and from Wyoming people, you would think we we're in a heat wave, but we've lived here a couple years now, or a year now, but we've been away from Wyoming for almost 6 years, and so now it feels very cold. So, anyway, it was way too late last night. I didn't go to bed till 7:38.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I kind of nap anyway. I don't sleep very long. I slept like 3.5 hours. Now I was up. But I stayed up super late because I was finishing that wreath. No, I still have not colored my hair. I finished that wreath I was working on. I brought it out to show you guys. And then I'll hang it up. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. And it's the first time I've done a wreath this style. Let me kind of, you always got to play with your stuff a little bit. But anyway, you can see the back side of it. And this is the front. It's for Valentine's Day, and it's made out of Tulle. This is just a styrofoam wreath. You can get them at $1.25 tree, or you can get them at like Walmart stuff, very inexpensive. And then you just you cut your tulle. You can have whatever color you want. I did these colors for Valentine's Day, of course. And it's recommended 15 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. And you just tie it on there, just like, loop it around. And tie it just like if you were tying a shoe. And you'll do that. You'll do 5 of those strips of one color, and then 5 of the next. And this is what you get. I use white and red. And then these little tags I had bought at Walmart, and they're chalkboard tags. And of course, I painted them, and then I put clear packing tape over the top because even though it's going to be in between my front door and my glass door, it still will get some moisture and condensation just because where we live. And so, yeah, I got those, and I have 2 more down here. And, of course, this is just 3 different types of ribbon. Bought inexpensive, and then I've used some curling ribbon, too. Decoration, see right there and stuff. This is wired ribbon. The tulle I bought from Amazon, and I have enough tulle left, probably do another wreath this size of the white and the red. I have enough tulle, I checked, in spring colors. Next I'll be doing a spring one, Easter, spring. And then the ribbon I bought also from Amazon. It was a pack of like 6 different types. So that was cool. I enjoyed using the different types of ribbon. You just have fun with it. It took me about 3 nights of working, a couple hours a night. I happened to work longer this last one because I wanted to get this up on the door. You know. So, but yeah, I enjoyed doing it. A lot of fun, So if you guys need better instructions, I will be doing a spring one, but I probably will do my spring one. Might be a little different. There's so many different ways to make tulle wreaths. You just type in here on Amazon. There's some people that have done some wonderful tutorials on it, and that's how I've learned. But I may do a different style of wrap because I'll be using a very large metal wreath frame. So I bought a bunch of those. So what I'm doing is building up. This is very important now. I love to decorate my house seasonally, right, hun?
And that's something you've done
I've always done.
since day one.
Brad can tell you how my mental health is going, is according to uh, if I'm wanting to decorate stuff. So, but I need to get that out because now I got to have my Valentine, my my heart flags out, and I have to start getting stuff ready for spring and stuff. But I want to get enough of these made that seasonally I will have, for each season I'll have one made. And then I'd like to make maybe a big one for the kitchen and maybe a big one for my bedroom. I thought that would look kind of neat because the kitchen is kind of done in kind of like kind of old farmhouse type. I have a little watering can, uh, antique looking is the gray and stuff, um, wax warmer. I have a big one, a big watering can that's the same kind of metal. I have a kind of a milk, what do they call those? Churn? Pail.
A butter churn or a milk pail?
Milk pail, kind of, in the same way. And then, like, I have Pioneer Woman, I have, like, her cooking utensil and stuff. It came in this kit. It had that, and it had a spoon rest. It had this thing to hold the utensils. Um, oh, it had a a bottle you can put oil in and use it to drizzle stuff. You could have put anything in it. But I'm kind of going for that kind of the aqua blue, old primitive type farm, in the kitchen. So I'd like to make a wreath kind of reflective of that. Like things that I would like to have is like little bird houses that, uh, you know, sit out and stuff. I'm that way, right, hon?
You know, backing up a little bit, if you don't mind me jumping in here. I love that little squirt bottle for cooking.
Do you?
For oil, yeah.
The oil? Okay.
Yeah, because it gives you,
I wasn't sure if you liked it being full of oil or not.
Yeah, I do, because
Okay.
especially with my handshakes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a lot easier to control.
I was out cleaning the kitchen yesterday. A lot of times we'll divide up different housework, and we were running a little behind yesterday. Why? I don't know why.
I know we got up late.
We got up, yeah, I don't know. Some days you just have trouble getting it in here. So it got kind of late. Oh, we were sitting yakking and stuff too. And I went out and cleaned the kitchen. He was doing the front room. And I finally got the kitchen table all cleaned off. It looks really nice. That's where I have the wax melter on that. And it's one of those ones where the light really shines through. So it makes these cool patterns. And what else?
Well, that's what the.
Oh, I did the pills for a week.
Oh, I'm sorry. What we had something up here. Was it a Christmas thing or it was a?
What are you
I
talking
remember
about?
it was an orange light, a plug-in light sitting right here by the coffee pot.
For Halloween.
Oh, maybe it was okay.
Those stacked pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the look of the orange light
Oh,
coming
yeah.
down the hall.
Well, it's like if you didn't want to unplug that tart burner, you could just take the top off overnight. Well,
Oh.
sometimes people leave them on.
Okay.
You can leave them on too.
Yeah.
So, but today we have quite a bit of stuff that's supposed to be delivered. We have a pretty darn big order from Chewy coming, and then some stuff I ordered from Walmart, kind of grocery wise stuff. Like Brad has a tortilla press coming. He's really been wanting to make his own tortillas and flatbread, so he needed shortening for that, which I don't usually keep shortening around now, and it's always good to have some. It's pretty hard to make a real good pie crust without one, but we just don't normally use cooking oil, so got that coming. What else? Ordered some new math. Gosh, those have gone up in price. I ordered some of those, I think it's N95s. But anyway, it comes with the point out this way, you know, so it gives you a little more breathing room. And it was like 20 of them, but it was expensive. Um, but I could have probably gotten cheaper, but they wouldn't be here till um, the end of February. And I want to have those masks for when Brad goes in the hospital and when I'm going to visit him and be there and stuff. And then he'll be going to a lot of physical therapy and stuff. I've noticed that, like, some of the most of the businesses now are requiring you to wear masks again. You know, it's just safest. I see where people are doing some double masking and stuff also.
Yeah.
And but these that I ordered were through Amazon, and they're like 5 layers, so that'll be good. You know, and if you're really worried about it, you can put another mask right on top. You know, but yeah, I was astonished at the prices and how long it would take, and it's like, and yes, I could make my own, but I really don't have the interest in making my own. I mean, first you can have to buy that wire thing that goes, you know, on the nose and stuff, and you know, then I don't know. There's enough people making them. I just want some ones. These are disposable if you wish. We'll wear them quite a few times before we dispose of them. And I thought, I'm really going to have to just face the music on this because, like all of you guys, it's like I don't think, well, most of you guys, that COVID is ever really going away. I think it's our new norm, and it's like we might as well do the best we can with it because we're all in the same boat, you know. But yeah, I have those coming. We sat and did pills last night. Brad did his own. He did a good job. It's really important. I was telling him it's really important that he knows all of his medications, and when he takes them, because they will quiz you often on that, and you have to sometimes advocate for the normal meds you take. Of course, I will be doing that for you when I'm up there, because you know I'm sure they're going to give him some kind of pain relief. I would think, you know, if not on record stuff, it would be that he is allowed to have, you know, his muscle relaxer. He's allowed to have his nerve pills. My nerves are shot. My nerves. So, but yeah, I sure had fun doing that wreath. It was very, very therapeutic. Um, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm thrilled with when you have craft projects that you're doing, because you know, especially when you get stressed out, that's the biggest thing to that's the biggest stress relief for you.
Well, that's what I wanted to kind of talk about. I couldn't remember what it was. It was something. You know, it's okay if you're tender-hearted to admit you're tender-hearted. It's okay to admit when you feel overwhelmed. Um, and I certainly have been feeling that way. And uh, you know, Brad and I went through a hard time where we weren't sure if we were going to stay together or not. And that's just the God honest truth. And obviously, we've worked through that. And because we both do love each other dearly, and we both want to grow old with each other and everything. And anybody married a long time is going to go through that, where sometimes you wonder, is this really, you know, because you do change as you age. It's just inevitable. Do we still fit well together? And we do. But it took getting rid of a lot of external bullshit to really be able to concentrate on yourself and your spouse. What I like to uh, the analogy I use is like when you first get together, it's just the two of you. You could so oblivious to everything else going on around the world and stuff, and you have kind of this wall that nobody can break down because you're in love and everything. Well, sometimes you got to do that same thing, you know, at different points in times in your marriage. You got to get rid of everything else, and not all of us can afford to go on vacations and with COVID and stuff. But you've got to make it be this again. If there's something else externally really bothering and harming your, I say, your oasis, which is your home, you need to purge. You need to get rid of the excess things that are causing harm, are causing maybe you to be depressed, your spouse to be depressed. Now, we can't control everything, but you can control how you allow people to treat you. And you can allow who you let in your inner circle. I'm extremely picky about who I let in my inner circle, and so is Brad. That's why, you know, the friends I have mean so much to me because I don't take that lightly. Okay, I don't take that lightly at all. But yeah, we worked really hard on both of us needed to work on ourselves, and that's a continual thing. But both of us needed to be more positive. We were starting to get very negative. I know Brad was feeling extremely overwhelmed with the pain and not knowing what was going on with his body, and not saying that we're still out of the woods there, but we have hope. He is right now at less than a month away from getting his surgery because it's the 15th. He's supposed to have it on the 14th of February. Um, but we just work hard on getting rid of the negative and going, what you always have to do, I call a self inventory, and go, what the hell are you doing, Teresa? What are you doing? This is not you. This is not you. You need to sit down, and if you have to sit down and write what you really believe in and what your core values are and how you want your life to be. And then you kind of, you do the pros and the cons, and then you kind of work out in the medium. Well, this is realistic, and this is never going to happen. Like, am I going to have a bikini body? No, not going to happen. And I'm okay with that. But, you have to sometimes take self-inventory because it's easy to let even just normal life overwhelm you, and we all are so very affected by COVID. None of us dreamed that this coming spring will be 2 years. None of us dreamed it. I remember when it first started happening, I'm like, oh, they'll get that fixed in a month or so, and it'll just be something, that everybody talks about. No. Um, I'm hearing reports that the Omicron uh, uh, variant is more of a pneumonia inducing type of strand. But sometimes you have to pull yourself up by the shorts and curlies and go, you know what? I don't really like how you're behaving, young lady. This is not you. This is not how you want to be portrayed. I mean, God forbid something would happen to you. I wouldn't want even Brad to remember me, being all negative and stuff. And I guess we probably don't have it as bad as some other people with COVID.
No.
Because, not that we have it, but because we're introverts anyway. Brad and I can stay in the house for long periods
Oh,
of time.
yeah.
We stay in the house for a couple weeks at a time, and then it's like, I have to go out of the
Yeah.
house. Because
Yeah.
probably because we had a doctor's appointment. Because, obviously I order our groceries in and stuff. Because you know what? I don't want to lug it up these stairs. I can't really, and Brad can't really, so, you know, I just order stuff and have it brought in. It works, but I know so many of you guys are so frustrated too. Because just when you think things are starting to open back up, then you'll get a new strand. and you're like, ugh, is it strand or strain?
Strain.
I thought it was strain, yeah. Once I said that, I'm like, strand? It's not hair. It's not yarn. What are you talking about? But, yeah, I don't know. I get excited. Brad knows. I get excited about decorating. Making things, I'm a crafter, and decorating stuff. You know? That's the way I am. That's the way I roll. Yes?
That's one of the ways I know that you're really struggling.
How I'm doing mental health wise?
Yep, is if you don't decorate,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Oh,
'Cause
go ahead.
oh,
Sorry.
you know, since we've been together, that's always been your big thing. You know, and you love. I know you love doing the crafts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're not wanting to do them, that's
Mm-hmm.
when I know to look out for you.
I just had this thought, speaking of crafts, I showed you guys this wreath I just did. And I was just thinking that would be really cute. You could hang it this way too, but I made it hang this way. You could make one of these in whatever your favorite colors are, or maybe your child's favorite color, maybe a mother, whatever. And then you can get the wooden letters to paint at Walmart, and I'm sure they have it at Hobby Lobby and every place else, and paint it. What I'm talking about is like their favorite colors and do a real decorative one, and that would be really pretty for them to put up on their wall wherever. Um, Mother's Day's coming up. That's an idea for you guys. I think I might start making a few to sell down the road. This is after. This is everything now is after Brad's recovery on his hip. We were going to schedule Jellybean to get spayed. A lot of the clinics, the spay and neuter clinics, have shut down locally. Um, so we're going to have to drive about 30 miles away, which wasn't the end of the world for us. But they couldn't get her in until February 28th. So I'm going to wait because that'll be right when Brad's in recovery and stuff. Um, I don't need to have her here and trying to recover and him. So I'll wait a little bit. And she can't get pregnant or anything. She wears diapers. And, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to have her go through another heat cycle, but, And I probably wouldn't think about really even getting her spayed, except for Brad looked up, and some dogs will go through in heat for the rest of their life. And also, there's a higher risk that she might get some kind of cancer, whether it would be mammary or it would be any of the reproductive organs. So, yeah, it's best that we have it done. And the price was not bad. It was like $165, and it includes all her shots. It includes pain medication and stuff, and I guess you get an e-collar, and the cone of shame.
Oh.
Yeah, and then yeah, and then get spayed. So it'll be a good deal because we called a couple of vets, and it was going to be $300 to $400. And I mean, real nice people we talked to, though. I don't remember which one you called. Beneview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But, well, I'm going to end this because I think we just are having a delivery come up. So, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship very much. Hang in there. Talk to you later. Bye.